The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Bull Bear Binary Option Hour. Brought to you by Nadex. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044. Now, Tom and Tommy O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. Appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Right now, we have the Dow Industrials up 90, Nasdaq up 28, S&Ps are up 9.5. Gold contract trading up 560 at 1329.60. Silver up 10 cents, $16.68 an ounce. We get light sweet crude up 18 cents, $68.82 a barrel. Notes and bonds. You get the 10-year note. Down 4 ticks, 119.06. That got out of the range. Broke lower yesterday. 30-year bond down 14, 142.17. The 30-year had rejected lower price yesterday, so we are testing that low out here today. King dollar down 60 ticks, 90.645. That broke topside yesterday. The euro's at 122.22 to 1 U.S. dollar. The yen is out here at 109 to 1 U.S. dollar. Google comes out with numbers.
I heard your update.
Rocking and rolling. It's up $30 last night. By the time I got off the air, it was flat. This morning, it's down $30.
Still a $1,000 stock, but man, that's some swings.
Some swings, and guess what? Let's go over to our man, Mr. Kevin Hinks at TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim. And every trading day, folks, right here, 11 to 12 Eastern Standard Time, you want to understand defined risk, options, strategies, futures. Kevin and his team, great program. You can get it just by going to TFNN, hit Tiger TV, go to YouTube, pull up TFNN, subscribe, comes right up on your phone. And Google out there yesterday when I was on the Thinkorswim platform, I believe it was about, they were expected move was like 4.8%. Which is,
well, that would have been like $48.
I know, yeah, I know, but you know, it's we got Kevin Hinks, what's going on?
Good morning, Tom. Good morning, Tommy. You are exactly right, Tommy O'Brien. They were looking for about $47 and change, what was the expected move in Google last night.
Yeah, and so you know what was intriguing, Kevin, right, is that I saw that prior, and I says, okay, I was bringing that up in the 3 o'clock show. I says, okay, this is going to be really interesting, because that's a good move. I mean, that's, you know.
It's a big move, sure.
And so when you look at that move, now, can you calculate that move from, like, because it actually went higher than that, then lower than that. So sure. It's just when we look at that calculation, though, it'd be a one-way move, right? Would that be correct, or would you take both of them into consideration?
No, it's plus or minus.
Okay, cool. Okay.
But you can make the case that if you were long volatility into this move, right? Yeah. That it covered the move for you.
Right.
If you traded it up and down, you were able to trade enough to cover that move. So really, yes, today, where you look at that number, it's inside the expected move. But you know, if it moves up $30 and down $30, you don't care what it was. You made your money on that move. If you were long curvature, right?
Right.
So this is a time both sides are happy.
Yeah, no, it's pretty cool. I know.
But it made a big move up and down.
It did. No, and you know, it's pretty wild, man. But and of course, this is a big week for the NDX 100 stocks. You know,
yes.
Yeah.
There's basically a big NASDAQ name coming out just about every day until Friday.
Yes.
Right, we got a big number coming out. We got Twitter, Facebook, Amazon. We've already had Google, so a lot of big names coming out here in terms of the tech world.
I'm telling you, man. Every time I think of Amazon is just such a monster.
New stories every day. Right. I saw one they're going to start delivering in people's trunks.
I know. Yeah. I saw 37 cities in their trunks.
It's just new stories every day in terms of the advancements they're making. Yeah.
I'm telling you, man.
No, I want you to think about a couple things when you look at Google's earnings and the reaction to the stock afterward. I mean, this is what's happening in this environment of earnings. They're finding one little blemish.
Yeah.
I mean, Google put up some massive numbers, but some of their margins have dropped.
Yeah.
From 27% to 22%, right? So, and I want you to think about this, Tom. If you think Google, or if you think Facebook has a lot of your data and information, how much do you think Google has?
Oh, they're the ultimate, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Right.
They've got exponentially more of your data than Facebook does.
Sure. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But here's the other side of that argument. Tommy, you can attest to this. People my age and older, like the politicians, they like regulations, and they're afraid of data. Are millennials afraid of their data getting out there? I don't think so.
I would have said no way 3 weeks ago,
right.
But with everything coming to light, even just some friends, I was with them this weekend for a wedding, and it's a little interesting as to the conversation changing slightly, just with how Facebook seemed to come out. But I would agree, right, where you kind of relinquish that control if you want to be a part of the technology world.
Right. I mean, millennials seem to like shares and likes and hits and all those things. And they actually say, look how many likes I got on this post. Well, right?
Definitely.
So that, in essence, is sharing of data.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Right? So, I mean, but Tommy, looking forward, if they lose that millennial interest in that, because they've lost no advertisers, let's face it.
Right. That's for
Facebook
sure.
and Google have lost no advertisers. But if popular opinion turns against them in terms of data and collecting data,
Yes.
Yeah. Well, it's
interesting.
So picture this. I'm against. Well, I can't say I'm against it because the bottom line is I'm off Facebook. Right, have been for a long time.
I am too.
But that being said, advertising-wise, we want to use that to push TFNN out there.
And just to be fair, you're really not off Facebook. You just stopped using it. They got all your information. They got all your friends. They got all your. They got everything on you still, man.
Right.
Just so so you're not that worried. You're really not.
What I've always said about Facebook is for an advertiser, there's no better way to target the exact people that you want to target.
Right.
With no slippage, no drop off, no nothing than social media.
And that's so I was with friends, one of them was getting married this weekend, and they're big in advertising. That's what they do. He's an advertising executive, and he had talked about, like, nobody's pulling buy orders. It's not even close yet. Yeah.
It's going to be interesting, Kevin, on the Google. I just saw this. I haven't seen the number yet, but big numbers. Big numbers that they did. They broke out their Nest numbers for the home security. And, when you look at Best Buy, what Best Buy has done, they have a huge section. I can see why Best Buy is doing so well. I mean, they're selling a lot of those home security deals. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's going to be intriguing to see, what are they selling? What is Google selling in the Nest product?
Yes.
Because I think that seems to be, it seems to have a lot of traction, and it's not that expensive to be secure.
It's a huge area for growth, right?
Yeah.
In terms of everyone's got to outfit their house now.
And it's simple. Yeah. Plug it in. You know what I mean? Pretty amazing.
Just keeps growing.
It does, man.
The universe that is Google just keeps growing.
You got to love it. Listen, folks, right here, every trading day, you want to understand options upside down, strategies, and strategies are so important, folks. Defined risk is so important. And, of course, we're in the most wonderful time of the year.
Lots of good action.
Kevin
every
and
day.
the team, big time, man. See you later. See you later, alligator.
Facebook, Amazon, Twitter. That's right.
Oh, my God.
Totally.
Get all those trades going, Kevin. No doubt about it, man.
Yesterday we traded Google. Today we're trading Twitter. It's just one big name after another.
I know. What a kid in a candy store, man. You gotta love it. It's so true, though. It's so. Listen, strategies are where it's at, man. It's pretty amazing.
Definitely.
And now and we have volatility. That's even better. Because guess what, folks? You can be a bull or a bear. Just didn't matter which side you're on in Google right now.
Yes.
No doubt. Kevin, you have a great one, a safe one. Of course, we look forward to your program. 45 minutes.
Thanks for having me on, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks, Kevin.
Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. We have the Dow right now up 69, Nasdaq up 18, S&P's up 6.5. Come right back.
Larry Pesavento will be hosting a 90-minute webinar this coming Tuesday, April 24th, for all Fibonacci 24/7 subscribers. Larry has teamed up with fellow trader Jim Bartoloni for this informative 90-minute workshop, taking the ABCD pattern to the next level. Throughout this 90-minute live webinar, some of the topics Larry and Bart will be discussing include the origin of the 1.618, the golden mean, the relationship between numbers and cycles, time and price, the simple math behind market moves, and much, much more. This workshop will be archived if you can't attend live, and all new subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee when signing up for Fibonacci 24/7, so you have nothing to risk. For all the details and to sign up for Fibonacci 24/7 today while gaining access to Larry and Bart's webinar, Taking the ABCD Pattern to the Next Level, visit the front page of TFNN.com now.
platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Techno-Mental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Techno-Mental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Techno-Mental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, oil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated folic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. We take your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. Tom and Tommy O'Brien. We do appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Volatility, man. Look at this thing.
Yeah, we're almost negative in the Dow. We jumped over to the Nadex platform, and, man, that illustrates it, and we almost can't keep up. So NASDAQ 100 we're looking at right now.
Yeah.
We were up there at, I'll load it up, so call it 67.10. I think if we get in here, I know I have it set up in mine, and we're, let's see, indicative drawings. Types. I want to see the high-low close. I have it set up on my account. What happens is that there you go. We're logged in on your account. There we go. 67.17 was the high, and we are 83 NASDAQ 100 points below that level currently.
Fast and furious,
that
man.
That is, and these are 5-minute bars. We're looking at this one alone, 25 points to the downside. That's quite a move in 5 minutes.
And you know, folks, last night we were talking about this yesterday morning when Google did come out last night, right? It wouldn't have mattered what volatility, well, it would have mattered what volatility trade you took, but it worked on both sides. What happened is that Google came out, right?
Okay.
And the NDX 100, the
okay.
NQ futures, went up 44 points, right?
Wow.
At 404, and then came all the way back down again.
Okay.
Oh, it was like crazy. It was like, you got to be kidding me, man. I mean, it was pretty intense. You know, so let's see. I'm not sure who's coming out today. Well, here, let's go into the NDX.
How about Twitter? They're gonna. It might be because that's Kevin was just talking about. They're gonna be setting up Twitter. So I'm guessing they may be the culprit this evening. Okay, so tomorrow morning.
That's tomorrow
7
morning.
in the morning.
Okay.
And I was just gonna let me just log in there because I wanted to see actually the action last night on Google as I log into. Speak of Thinkorswim.
So let me just go inside the NDX for a second and see what's. I'm sure, yeah, Google's. Well, they went $6 more down, so they're down 36. INCY is down 5%. Biogen's down 2.4.
Yeah, I mean, big numbers. Google's a $1,000 stock, though. You know, if it was $100, it would be moving $3, and if it was a $10 stock, it'd be moving 30 cents. Just to put things in perspective, as.
Yep. Big numbers. NQM8 and Look at that bar.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
And what are these, 10 minutes now? Yeah.
Yeah. So here's the bar from last night on Google. See that?
There's that 4 o'clock. Yep.
Yeah. And then the time was that? Is that? Well, it's too late. That's too
So
late.
what did happen though is that it just came back to where it was. It looked like so it didn't go down
Right.
to the negative below. It just spiked up and then came back.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. So it was trading.
Sorry, I'm jumping around. I just wanted to see Google.
Even by quarter, the number would have to be by 4:15 too, because that's when the futures would close.
Yes. Yeah.
And I believe it was still probably up like $10 by then. By the time I get off, it was flat.
So was that real? I don't know. Maybe it must have ticked up at some point. So it closed yesterday, call it like 1368, somewhere around that range. And it's showing that it spiked up to 11:15 right on that news.
It could have. I saw it at 1100.
These are these are 15-minute bars. Let's drill it down a few minutes.
Yeah.
Let's go to
they could have right at the beginning. I saw 1100 go through the tape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So it looks like it spiked up there. And
What a trip, right?
Oh, totally.
Exactly.
So these are minute
And then
bars.
see that one come? Yeah. Okay, that's cool.
1 minute bars.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in the span of about, came out at 401. That's what they said.
Yep.
By 403, it's up at 11:15, and then just a slow trickle. And
What's that? And see that? Yeah.
So right,
4:15.
right as they closed,
Yeah.
it was kind of back to where it was.
Yeah. So pretty wild, man. And this thing's not stopping on the way down.
Yeah.
Look at this. So yeah, you're pushing now. Let's put the Qs up because you're pushing. You know, the Qs came down with light volume yesterday. So if this starts accelerating, you're down. You're below the low, 161. You get 8 million. Oh, this is volume, man. Look, we only did 33 million all day yesterday.
Sure.
You're at 8.9 million right now.
Yeah.
Well, it's got some action going. Let's go over to the notes. So the notes and bonds. The notes yesterday rather, got below the range.
I think we officially hit 3% this morning.
Yep, I saw it come across, so we'll pull it up, though. So 119.14 is the number to keep your eye on, folks, because it's going to be amazing if you reject this lower price out here today. And here's where the divergence is that the 30-year bond rejected lower price yesterday and didn't get to its low, which I thought was, oh, this is interesting.
Yeah.
As well as the 20-year plus fund bond.
Didn't make it either.
Yeah. You know, that was coming into the high of its low, which is 118.29. We did that with 7 million versus 12. And this morning, now it's going to be interesting because this morning we got below it, but it's rejected it again. So we'll see where that shakes out. But we're just going to look at something I know what you just said. I forgot.
Oh, 3%.
Oh, thanks. Yeah. Yes. That's interesting. See, I saw that. See, that was said 3 this morning. One second. 3.
No, that should be.
It said 300 a little while, so they changed it again. That's so weird. And the headlines are that it hit 3%.
Yeah, and I even know when I was listening to Bloomberg early this morning, they had said yesterday that the high was.
There it is, right there.
Yesterday the high was 29957.
Wow.
So, and that's even saying 298. So there's something going on funky there. Yeah.
Yeah. The 10-year Treasury yield rose above 3% for the first time since January, snapping out of a month-long
January
trading.
2014.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So bottom line is that there's enough information out there that it's all about 3%. And you know, gold's catching a bid here, folks. That thing came out of nowhere too.
Look at that as it's continuing.
Yeah.
So we're now a solid 100 points below where we were as of 6:30 this morning.
100 points, man.
And we're dropping fast. And let's just pull up gold here as well. So we're going to commodities, gold, and pull up the gold chart. Yeah, quite a run.
Yeah, it just
even since 8:45 this morning, we're at 1325.
Yep. And that run, the big bar right there.
Sorry, there's a lot of bars.
Right there. That is the one that come out of nowhere. That was at 955.
Okay.
You know, 950 to 955. That was a good move. Because what you had there, it wasn't like silver. I mean, silver made the move too, but it wasn't. As soon as I saw the move, I said, it wasn't like the dollar broke down, you know?
Sure.
And so it's like, okay, you get buyers. We got buyers in there. If we go to the GDX, we take a look at the GDX. You know, that pulled back yesterday with really light volume. Now this is what you're going to be able to glean out of the GDX today. If we get an expansion of volume, then it's going to be very positive for the gold equities. You know, if we only do what we did yesterday, which is 38 million, it doesn't mean a thing. But if we get, 45 million or something and is pushing forward, it'd be pretty cool, because the 38 million was going into its strength of 73 million.
Okay.
So, it's showing there's no sellers there. Now the real question is, do we have buyers? You need buyers for higher money, higher dollars, man.
That's the way it works, right?
Higher dollars. Bitcoin, right? Let's go see what the Bitcoin cryptocurrency world's doing. Look at that. Cryptocurrency has some juice underneath it.
Nice little uptrend.
Yeah. Stay there, right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. We have the Dow Industrials down 22. Nasdaq's off 16. S&Ps are off 2.5. Coming right back.
Would you like exposure to the foreign currency markets without any downside risk to your principal? Then consider the Petro Currencies Market Safe CD from Everbank. This 3-year U.S. dollar-denominated CD leverages the performance of 4 equally weighted currencies from these top oil-producing countries: Brazil, Canada, Mexico, and Russia. This CD features a 200% leverage factor, which means that your potential upside payment will be double the currency's average performance at maturity with no cap if the currencies increase in value over the CD's term. And if the returns are negative, your principal's 100% protected. Returns are based on CD performance with no correlation to the price of oil, and there is no annual percentage yield or periodic rate of interest on this index CD. The April 19th funding deadline will be here before you know it. So call 1-855-750-4051 or visit everbank.com/TFNN for the CD's term sheet and other important product details and disclosures. This advertisement is sponsored content. Everbank is a division of TIAA FSB, member FDIC. Hi folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get 'em, folks.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video, giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. We have the Dow Industrials down 15, Nasdaq's off 12, S&P's are flat. Let's take a look at some of the higher volume stocks out here. As we kick off this day, you get Bank of America up 40 cents. You get Intel up $1.52. That's catching a bid. Verizon's up 85 cents. I believe they come out with numbers. You have Caterpillar up, oh, look at that, 532. We'll have to get over there and see what's going on there.
They may have had some numbers as well.
I bet. And Philip Morris is down $1.95. The thing is getting smoked. So let's go over to Caterpillar first. Take a look at Caterpillar, see what they're saying. Yeah, it's a nice little pop. There we go. So estimate was, look at that number. Estimate, earnings per share estimate was 212. They made 282. That's a big number, man.
That's for sure.
Holy cow.
Look at the revenue, more than $1 billion, what they thought. 11.9, they came in at 12.9.
Imagine that in 90 days.
Yeah.
That is a monster, man. Wow. Well, that's going to be...
And then the guidance, fiscal year, they adjusted earnings per share, 10.25 to 11.25. The estimate was 9.27. So
look at that. That's monster. And you know that excuse me, where they really have some visual going in front of them is because those pieces are so big. You have to order them a long time in advance.
Yeah.
That's what they get going, which
some
is
foresight
really
into their future. Yeah.
Exactly. So tonight we got our man, Mr. Larry Pesavento. We got Bart.
6 p.m. tonight. What do we got? 7 hours, seven and change. Excuse me, Larry with his special guest Jim Bartoloni. Bart, they're going to be in there tonight, April 24th, 6 p.m. tonight. They'll be in there for 90 minutes till 7:30, and Larry with Bart, they're going to be talking about all sorts of stuff with the ABCD pattern to the next level, why numbers matter, how they're related, the simple math behind all market moves, the real law of vibration, the relationship between numbers and cycles, time and price, the origin of that 1.618, the golden mean, and just, you know, the mathematical relationship between octaves and how to use it to define highs, lows in any market using as simple as a calculator on your cell phone. So they're going to be in there 6 o'clock. I encourage people to check out Fibonacci 24/7. If you're new, you get a 30-day money-back guarantee. It's only $97 a month, and Larry just puts out great information regardless of the webinar tonight. But that will be archived tonight, 6 till 7:30. It's your last chance. Check it out right at the front page of TFNN.com.
And you know what you have happening, because we got some nice volatility, folks.
Right?
Yeah, that's where these numbers, the contraction and expansion, you know, seem to work. More consistency.
Doesn't work when the market just inches up for a year, right?
No,
I hear you. There's no cycles in math to just inching up. I agree. Seriously.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So, and Larry, they sent over their presentation. I saw it all, 60 slides maybe tonight. Larry was focusing on some of them on his show this morning. So it should be a good presentation for sure.
Cool.
And look at this market, man. So let's just jump back to the Nadex platform. Yeah, as I say, because it's just continuing. We got a little blip there. These are 5-minute bars.
That NDX, man.
It's just not stopping. And how about gold? Gold hanging at 1331. I was thinking maybe that was popping higher as well if the trend was continuing. But pretty remarkable.
No, it is.
Yeah.
That's here. I'll bring that. Let's see. Yeah, look at that. You're down 60 points, man.
Yeah.
On the NQs. NQ 8.
60 off of the high where we were. Is that what? Oh, okay, the hundreds.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
We're down 107 points from the high.
Right. Yeah.
Right now.
No, yeah.
Now you're coming. Let's see. Let me see this thing. So you broke the lows of yesterday. You broke them with volume. Hey, that's, if I just take the high. What is the high of that? Is 67.26. 60. Oh my God, that's saying you can go to 65.15 or something. Well, it's not that.
Sorry, where did you?
I'm taking the highs of the range it was trading in yesterday.
Okay.
And we just broke it with volume. So what I do is just take the bottom, take the top.
Okay.
And subtract that from the bottom. It's like, okay, that's game now too.
Okay.
You know, which is pretty intense.
How about Verizon? They came out with earnings as well.
VZ. Let's go take a look at Verizon.
They're doing well last time I heard, right? Yeah, up $1. Not bad for a $50 stock.
No, totally. And you know what's amazing about this stock? So look at this. The people that have owned this, it pays a 4.75% yield.
Okay.
And in a very low-yielding world we live in.
Yeah, definitely.
And watch this, folks, okay? This is what's really cool when you get an equity like this. I mean, they take in $128 billion.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's, you know, I've got plenty of calls from these phone companies, man. I mean, you'll see the fluctuations on price, but you keep banking that 5% or 4.75% premium, and that's a good dividend when you still own equity in a company.
Definitely.
You know?
Yeah,
So
definitely.
is that 2000? That's
99.
1999.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. So that hasn't taken that out yet, I think. But that's building cost to get up there, man. That's $62, and the low is 55. We made it to 56. We made it to 54. Look at that. That's the supply line. That. Let's see what they have to say.
Maybe one more.
One more.
There you go.
Was that too much?
Nope, no, you had it. It's right there. So yeah, I guess maybe one.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. So no, here's so the revenue, earnings 11.78, 11.78.
Yeah.
There's your earnings per share, 117 versus 111.
Yeah. Good.
You can drop down one more. There we go.
There's revenue.
Yeah.
Yeah, they beat on revenue too.
Yeah.
It's always nice if you can beat on earnings and beat on revenue. It's a big number, man, because then you know that they're not fudging the number.
Sure.
You know.
Can you go up one more? Back to where we were.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to go through some of like what they're saying up here. Let's see. So they have, yeah. What is oath gross revenue? I wonder.
don't know.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not bad though. Who would ever think that you don't need copper lines anymore, right?
Yeah. And how about Coca-Cola? I think they came out as well.
Okay, let's see. I wonder if
KO, I think.
I wonder if it's Coca-Cola bottling or just Coca-Cola. Let's see.
Yeah. So there's 7 a.m. this morning. They came out.
Okay. So let's see what that's looking like. So that's pushing lower. That is a high volume low. I just could see that pretty quickly. There we go.
Okay. So 47 versus 46 expected.
Let me do one more.
Let's see. So revenue 7.6 versus 7.35.
You see the new ads? That they want,
I'm not sure,
They
no.
want everyone to understand that they just don't sell Coke. That they're
Of course they do,
a
'cause-
water company
Sure.
and honest tea company.
Sure.
Yeah. Right.
No, and I think that's where they're going to see their growth, not in sugar water.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. On track to deliver full year targets. So.
Not bad. And still they're trading lower.
Yeah. Because what you have here. So if we take a look at it, you can see that little baby, the bottom of that range. That February 9th deal, folks, is a big deal. Just in all these equities.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, the market's crashing 10% in a week.
They want to go visit their friends, man. They left some of their friends there on February 9th. They got to see what's going on.
Hanging out.
Totally. And we talk about hanging out. This NDX 100 likes lower price. You get the Dow right now down 45, Nasdaq off 30, S&Ps are down 3, gold's up 6.90, silver's up 10 cents. We'll come right back.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. No matter what kind of trader you are, 2018 is a great time to try out a subscription to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report. Whether you just plan on diversifying your portfolio with some exposure to gold and gold mining equities, or you're a gold bull that sees 2018 as the year of commodities, now is a great time to sign up for the Gold Report. Tom O'Brien publishes his Gold Report every Monday morning before the market opens and covers a variety of topics including gold, silver, platinum, copper, the XAU and HUI, the dollar, bonds, South African rand, as well as more than 20 of the most actively traded mining equities. Start your 2018 off with a bang and sign up for the Gold Report today. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. For all the details and to start your subscription right now, visit the front page of TFNN.com and you'll find the Gold Report under Investment Newsletters. David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. We have the Dow Industrials right now down 22, Nasdaq's off 21, S&P's are flat out here. Volatility we got going pretty good.
Yeah,
market's settling down a bit.
Yeah, I was going to say, we just got about a 10-point bounce in the NASDAQ 100, right? We're down about 60, now we're down about 49, so it's bouncing around.
Let's go take a look at the silver market out here. So silver, let's see, there we go. Comes down hard yesterday. Look at that move. Silver went from $17.13 to $16.58.
Closed right at the low. It opened right at the high, too.
Seriously, man. Now, when you look at this, there's 144,000 contracts. We had gone topside at 177. That being said, though, guess what? You know, bottom line, you broke that low. So now silver's job is to get back inside the $16.73.
Okay.
Now,
a low from April 18th.
Yes, where the strength is. So the cool thing is that we got under the low of yesterday. You're rejecting it, you're going higher. You know, so
sure.
We'll see how this baby's going to shake out. But I expect you're going to see more volatility inside the metals market. And there hasn't been much movement thus far on the dollar index. It's kind of just laying there. Let me see, 90.645. Yeah. 17,000 contracts. That's so there's a high volume bar at 1010, but it's hard to know is that pushing down or pushing up.
Yeah, it's just right in the middle.
It's right. It's right. So there's a buyer or a seller there. We'll find out in a few hours, right? I mean, it's wicked when that happens because you just don't know. If you're not watching Tiger TV and you're in the car, what's happening, folks, is that the same bar, it's a 10-minute bar, it goes from 90.650 to 90.585. So it's like, okay, you know, we'll find out. It's either a big buyer or a big seller. And yesterday, of course, you did go topside, took out the March 1st high. So when that happens, you know, bottom line probability-wise, you should be able to go higher. Now, if you can't, that's going to be a big heads up.
How about Facebook? Can we jump around? I was reading an article last night. I didn't catch 60 Minutes on Sunday, but I was reading that they had, I forget his name, one of the gentlemen that was involved in that app that had all the millions of people's data. And he was saying that it's probably going to be much bigger than people even realize, just in that the amount of apps that were doing that at the time was monumental.
Right.
And so you have all these apps that could have potentially taken all this data, and like that's how many people his app was able to reach their tentacles into. Right. But you're saying there's potentially a lot more that could come out there in terms of how many apps people used and then what happened to the data that they had.
And data is worth so much money. Why would people get rid of it? Even if they use it for themselves.
Right.
Companies use it for themselves.
And I think that's the part, when Kevin was talking about it, that if you kind of clue in that, of course, Facebook realized that, or they should have.
Oh, yeah.
And so that's the part where you can't really trust them anymore because, they should have. So it's
oh, yeah. No,
eyebrow raising.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, and in that context, it's kind of just like, I said, yeah, as an advertiser, you want to use the information. It had in the paper this morning in the Wall Street Journal that, every politician that was questioning Zuckerberg, they all used it, of course, in their campaigns.
Sure. And they said that at the hearings. I mean, straight away. It's not like, the post is breaking. I mean, it's in today's day and age, you want to be a politician and reach people.
Yeah, you got to.
Right. That's, and to be accessible to your constituents, it's a platform. It makes sense that you're on there, you're interactive, and all that stuff for sure.
And you want to dig into it.
Right.
Yeah.
No, definitely.
There's no doubt, man.
Definitely.
There's no doubt.
Yeah.
877-927-6648. Let's go take a look at good old Apple. So Apple doesn't come out until the 1st, I think. Yeah, May 1st. That's pushing... Now, Apple, this is going to be intriguing with Apple, and this is why. So on Friday, we came down with big volume. You had 65 million. They're coming into this swing point here with 37. Ooh, this is interesting. So we're at 9.6. That's saying that, this thing can break with volume today. And if that's what you get, then once again, February 9th.
That's going to be the low day and across the board, for
Across the board. That's the friends are hanging out there. Netflix, let's go take a look at Netflix and see what Netflix is doing. Netflix is strong.
Yeah.
It's down $6, but this thing is strong.
Definitely.
Man. That's, isn't it amazing that, Oh, I know what I want to see. So Netflix yesterday, folks, I want to see if I can find what they sold. Oh, here it is, what they sold them for. I love it. Okay, so Netflix yesterday, look at this number. This is so cool. Okay, they were issuing bonds yesterday, and they were issuing the bonds to make a whole bunch of new films.
Sure.
Right? And I was just really curious as to what they could borrow money at.
Sure.
So they planned on issuing $1.5 billion, and it looks like that the demand was so big they issued $1.9 billion.
Okay.
The coupon rate, what you're going to get paid, is 5.87%.
It looks like
is
the
it a
rating,
10-year, I think?
Yeah, because they expire in 2028.
Cool. That's cheap money.
And the rating they got was either a BA3 or a B+, in terms of the rating.
That's still, picture this for a second, folks, right? You're paying 5.87%. That is not a secured note, okay? What it is, it's a senior note. So inside their balance sheet, it's high, but guess what? They're not putting in their collateral for that.
Sure.
That's pretty cool, man. That's a lot of. That's a
secured by the entire the value of the company.
Yes.
Right? I mean, to put.
Yeah.
Can we go into their earnings and profit, the description page? Because what's interesting is, what did what did Tesla get? I believe it was somewhere around like 5.8. Now this is going back a year ago when they put out those bonds.
Yeah.
And now that's when those bonds tanked, and then they were
up
at the yield at maybe like 7 or 8%. They'd have to pay. But you're talking about a company that's going to be pulling in $16 billion this year, $20 billion next year,
and making money.
That's what I was going to really put on. In terms of earnings. Versus a company like Tesla that was able to put out a similar product. It was Tesla's. A 30-year, I want to say. It's some. I mean, the debt they were able to put out it was remarkable.
It was,
and that's the one, unfortunately, that tanked. If you.
Oh yeah, look at the losses there, man.
Wow, that's interesting. But as we know, that number is practically fiction, all based off of Model 3.
What he's looking at is
estimates.
he's looking at a 2019 number of making 229 after 2018 losing 694. You have a turn like that, man.
Yeah.
He's a miracle worker.
Yeah. No. And if all comes to fruition, they're literally at the stage where they're about to go to mass market with a product. That could turn around from everything, because guess what? That's why they've been running all of these losses, because they're ramping up a whole production line to start putting out a product. But as we've seen, it doesn't quite work as easily as the future balance sheets might predict.
You know, you talk about putting out a product, folks. This is pretty amazing. So you got Jeff Vinnick and Bill Gates, and right where you live in
So
Tampa.
Jeff Vinnick's the owner of the Tampa Bay Lightning,
Yeah.
for people.
Yeah.
And Bill Gates, who is he? Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. And they're doing this monster project in Tampa.
Yeah.
And they're breaking ground on the first big building today.
Okay.
But within a year, they're breaking ground on 10 more monster buildings.
They have a big fund.
10 and 10.
Billions of dollars.
Yeah.
That whole
Stay right
area.
there, folks. Tommy and I come right back.
Are China A shares hot or not? If you trade China A shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A share bull and bear ETFs. China A shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
I'm certain you are or strive to be one of the best at everything you do in life. It's the most common trait that we tigers and tigresses share. If you're looking to become the best of the best when it comes to managing your money, let me teach you to do what most wealth managers tell you can't be done, which is how to time the markets. I'm Steve Rhodes, author of Mastering Probability, and for the last 12 months, Timer Digest has been tracking my newsletter signals, which have earned me the ranking as their #1 market timer in the nation for the S&P 500 for the last 12, 6, and 3 months. Timer Digest also ranks me as the #1 market timer for gold as well. The fact is, markets can be timed, and I'll teach you the exact set of tools that I use that has transformed me into one of the best at what I do. Sign up for Mastering Probability today by clicking on the newsletter tab on the homepage of TFNN.com and get immediate access to workshops where I take you step by step how to use an extraordinary set of tools as well as provide great market calls too. Sign up today.
TFNN has put together the finest programming lineup each trading day, featuring some of the most knowledgeable and respected financial minds in the nation to educate traders and investors. On Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we broadcast 8 hours a day, starting at 9 a.m. as Larry Pesavento kicks us off with Trade What You See. Tuesdays and Thursdays, we broadcast 11 hours. Get an early and healthy start to your day as Nico and Paige bring you Living a Primal Lifestyle. Then catch Andy Hecht at 5 p.m. with the Commodities Hour, following the Tom O'Brien Show. Swim lessons from TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim is now at 11 a.m., followed by Basil Chapman at 12 noon. See the TFNN program lineup via the link on the front page of TFNN.com to get a complete overview of our TFNN shows and hosts. And keep TFNN's Tiger TV tuned in on your mobile device, PC, or Mac for the latest financial news and information throughout the broadcasting day. TFNN.com, educating investors. Learn how to trade options with swim lessons. Brought to you by TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim. Next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is down 11. Nasdaq's up 9. S&Ps are up 1.5. Yeah, Tommy pulled up the bond.
Tesla bonds.
Yeah, and that's...
So it was about 5 points. So this is an article, and it's an old article. It's March 30th, so we're back almost a month. But what I wanted to get is what exactly the bonds I had in my head, and these were the bonds I had in my head, that in August of 2017, they put out bonds for 5.3%. Due in August 2025, so maybe 8-year bonds.
Yeah.
And those are the ones that gained a lot of press at the time when they started having big problems with the Model 3.
Right.
That they tanked hard, down 12% in the bond world. That's a huge tank, man. When you're just
huge.
you're pulling 5.3%, you're losing 12% of your capital.
Right.
In the span of 8 months.
Right.
But that just shines light on what a deal they put together, man. Because
Seriously.
you have a company like Netflix that just is a cash flow powerhouse.
Right.
An earnings powerhouse.
Right.
And what did they just put it out at? 5.7 or 5.8? And
Right.
slightly different interest rate environment.
Yes.
But in terms of the probability that you get your money back in the Netflix bonds versus these bonds put out, man, that's a
well, when you
world
brought
of
that up too, you brought up the aspect is there's bonds out here, folks, that don't
2049.
Yeah, 2049.
Yeah,
like,
and
really?
these are just the ones that we're looking at for the 2025.
Yes.
But like we joked during the break, 2049, Netflix might not be around in next year, let alone, Tesla, thank you. So they have over $9 billion in debt with maturities ranging from 2018 to 2049. And maybe 2049 solar asset-backed loans.
Look at the original interest. As low as 0.25% to as high as 7%.
And that's convertible debt, so a little bit different, but still quite a deal they put together, man.
Totally. Stay right there, folks. We got swim lessons coming up next. Now, of course, we got our man, Mr. Basil Chapman, Steve Rhodes, Dave White. I'll be back this afternoon, as well as our man, Mr. Andy Heck. Don't forget about Larry and Bart, folks.
Go sign up.
Great workshop. Check it out right at the front page of TFNN.
That's right.
Totally.
Thanks, man.
Wow! Go get them, folks.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise no matter. The TAS Profile Scanner Plus, developed by John Logan and his team, is a standalone piece of software that can change the way you trade. Let the TAS Profile Scanner work for you by scanning over 5,000 financial instruments such as stocks, ETFs, commodities, futures, and Forex. Right now, you can get a 30-day free trial to the TAS Profile Scanner Plus right at TFNN.com. And when you sign up, you gain instant access to John Logan's most recent webinar, How Price, Volume, and Time Make Market Profiles So Unique. This hour-long webinar with John Logan will walk you through the most powerful features of the scanner and how you can use it to become a more successful and profitable trader. You pay absolutely nothing for 30 days while you try out this software risk-free. For more information on the TAS Profile Scanner and to get your 30-day free trial today, visit the front page of TFNN.com. Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com. No matter what kind of trader you are, 2018 is a great time to try out a subscription to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report. Whether you just plan on diversifying your portfolio with some exposure to gold and gold mining equities, or you're a gold bull that sees 2018 as the year of commodities, now is a great time to sign up for the Gold Report. Tom O'Brien publishes his Gold Report every Monday morning before the market opens and covers a variety of topics including gold, silver, platinum, copper, the XAU and HUI, the dollar, bonds, South African rand, as well as more than 20 of the most actively traded mining equities. Start your 2018 off with a bang and sign up for the Gold Report today. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio.